Oh, fudge, Nicolai, fucking tool.
Hello, everybody. Let's get ready to play some Madden. Sorry, I'm late. Like I said, we're gonna keep playing this until March, maybe. I'm not for sure yet.
That's what your mom said. Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. Yeah, that's what she felt. It's all about the distance, mate. Yeah.
All right, we are ready for a late game. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay on, but get it? All right, everybody. Well, let's get started in here. Let's get it started in here. Let's get a party in here. All right. Hold on just a minute. All right. All right, let's get ready to play.
This is for Drake, mate. This is for fucking Drake, mate. This is for fucking Drake, mate. Except for Daisy's innocent. Rest in peace. Let's get it, mate. Well, teaching all those little boys in your Epstein chat how to play here, kids. You want to throw the jab like this, here? You want to throw the jab here?
This way.
Little fucking surfer looking dude, mate. Yeah, look at you. You need a fucking haircut. Fucking skeleton.
All right, we're just waiting for this to go live.
Standing. I sit the fuck down. Who is this guy? Like, no wonder you lose.
All right. All right, just waiting on this to kick on and get ready to play some Madden, y'all. Y'all, hey y'all. Y'all come back now, you hear? All right. Yeah.
It's in the game.
All right. Just a second. We are going to all right. Sorry, I was trying to find something. All right. Do not forget, everybody. Do not forget. Over here, we're just double checking everybody. Yeah, but this second, I'm just looking. All right, we got to get. All right. All right, young mates. Here we go. Let's get this party started in here. Let's get this party started in here. All right.
NES is a great call. You know, it's nothing like playing Super Mario Bros. 3, punch up.
There we go.
What do you think?
Found what I was going to watch.
And guys, no, I'm not talking about a screen tape to an NES. I'm talking about an entire NES built inside of a controller. So I bought one in this video. Let's test it out and see what happens. All right, so here it is, and that looks so what? Different than the photos. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the wrong color, if I ordered the wrong color, but as you can see, the video looks like I have a controller here. It's got a 2.8-inch big screen. Oh, wow. I thought it was going to be the size of a real NES controller, but no.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Strange thing.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Two very big points. We're going to take a close look at this thing and show you guys what's going on. Take horizontal hands in the front, sit there in a recent one, which is interesting. Also, why is it double A and double B? Like, you can do X and Y. What? Double A, is that like a rapid double A tap or something?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Doesn't get much beyond the line. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nathan Worry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And the lead is just shuffled around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This side is running back, Henderson. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways defensively. In a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you, some money will follow.
Patriots punt team coming out to the former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And no success on the fake punt. That was way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on down.
A lot of these turnovers back in the day, they used to be quarterbacks back in high school. Not anymore. Those glory days are long gone, and the arms just don't have quite the touch they used to. It was a dangerous call choosing their passes, and it's backfired there.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Now, okay, we'll be services.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. He's going to be down within a yard of the red zone. The stop is made.
That's not whatever this is. I guess you'll set this thing. So we got Hidden Suns, we got Bugs, we got Game.
Walker on 1st down. And he only manages one. A couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Darnold. He's got it. It's in close. And he stopped as we get closer to our first quarter of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Walker. That right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Here's Darnold to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. so. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. You can't do much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Yeah, I can't do that. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what the inside looks like. And also simultaneously try to
Fielded by
yeah,
Henderson.
I'm taking it apart. I'm going to do it back.
Stopped on the run back at the 27.
eBay. Well, it wasn't a before where it had everything housed in. It was like a different portable system that looked very interesting. I'll show some footage on the screen so you can see it. That thing was wild. Actually, after I made the video, the eBay seller reached out to me and wanted to like collaborate with me to sell more units or whatever. But yeah, let's go ahead and take this thing apart. This thing is actually made out of plastic. That one's 3D printed.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
All right, I got this thing coming apart here. Yes. All right, so
Motioning in from the slot right.
here, but yeah, very
Going play action, May.
Yeah.
Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, but it brings up 2nd down.
So bad.
Throw at this level, so
So look at
much
this
speed
thing. It's
and
kind of hard to tell here
like
because
real
you see
careful.
right there.
Rarely do
Other
you find a
things to the
clean window
PCB
down
are
the middle.
like
They
you
absolutely
can
look
see
like
it.
and it wasn't there.
It feels like this entire building is
And here we have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play.
This angle,
That's a New England first down.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
They go play action. Here's May.
It's hard to see when I'm saying this is incomplete. We're the left side of the road, we're saying that.
Anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
As a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers to talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. When you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Plays beyond the marker. They get there to take him down right around the 40 mark.
All right, let's call this up and try to fix this thing. In a year or two, so
that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. 8-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
Okay, so
Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
I know the combine tries to test everything in passing game physically. I don't know how you test courage with the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that impact.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
All right, ABF plugged in.
Points to the last yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause: the inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
We'll try to NAS to see if that works on ABF.
Back to the air. It's May. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Ernest
And
Jones
it's not what I expect from a trap like this, but disappointing them. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I think you would love this video. There will be 64 games.
And it's just a big-time individual effort here defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
If you've ever checked out shopgoodwill.com, then you know that most of the interesting video game listings I was sold.
First gives is that and in a blink, they are on to midfield before someone needs to stop.
No one actually wants. Well, they want to
This drive's moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. The Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout.
You see what I see?
And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining.
And this should have a very unique, truly one of a kind DS phone. Opening the box up, you can see we have our chest right on top here, sitting in a bag.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Damage. You'll all see it. And so far, this one's pretty going right. Got a piece of tape on
From the gun, Darnold. Cooper Cup makes the play. And they're going to bring it down to the 36.
Kind of failing. It's already opened up.
Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Upside down. We're missing the silence. On top of the company, you can see quite a bit of bending. Are you ready
from the
to
gun?
flip this thing over? I don't think you are. Comment down below.
He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain.
Oh,
Second down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Now, I don't know if the Brown something. Considering how old the kid was and doing everything else, I don't really think about it. And I think I'm already playing a little bit.
Well, they can on 3 straight before that throw drop. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. Just the one drive in it.
Look at the service of that.
Giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. Now the grass wasn't greener on the outside.
That was actually the Chargers that was involved. I saw the OEM Charger. Oh, who would have thought it?
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3.
Oh,
And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Literally, the title is the only indication to see where that was. Just as unable to test. What did that mean? Well, hold on. I have an idea. I'm going to go grab a battery out of a PS.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Inside this console and see what battery's going so.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cobb. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Now, stick with no working match in there. Power on. Oh my God. Sure enough, the console.
They're going to stop him. He done enough to make a 1st and goal from the 8.
That's why I plug this charger in and make sure
Quickly here.
Yeah, it's charging up just fine. And really just using a battery? That's actually a fairly easy replacement. Right.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the punch forward. He gets half the 8 yards remaining.
Try
Gives
this,
him 2nd and goal from the 4.
Yeah, sure enough. That's what we're
Find a
doing.
defensive battle block that we have got so far. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen.
Yes. Surprise. I think this is going to work just fine.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
That's loading. I think this calls is mostly fine. For some reason,
Charbonnet will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Offense up to the line fast.
Well, let's go ahead and move on. All right, guys, up next.
Defender on as wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
God.
Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. It's a job well done by that defense.
And we got a 2,000.
And he makes the catch for the tip for a touchdown. The Seahawks roll their lead just before
You don't need that. It's fine.
That defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get on the field.
This offense, courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap, making adjustments on 3rd and goal. Punch it in.
No, everyone in the 3,000 is going to get
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
You don't have a memory stick at all. Let me see if I can find some batteries.
Fielded by Henderson.
Turn on if they can even.
He goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape.
3,000 batteries in particular, so we're just going to put this thing straight into a charger. See if it works. Oh my.
31 fucking months. 31 months of being.
Issue. Really safety around here. Nice. We have the actual safety in the Olympics. And Spider-Man got only 6% of the way through in 2.5 hours. That's impressive. I didn't see anything else saving. Let's see what the system software we have installed is.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off return, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete.
I think that might be able to fix that. Okay, I don't know if they're perfectly, but they look like they're attacking.
to say is that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
From the
gun, it's May. Fires one deep down the right side. He's got it down the sideline. And they turn after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on?
But I can check the system firmware. Also on
So
6
much
points.
tougher task now after the play.
Nothing
This
really
is 2nd and
checking
20.
Let's throw it in. Throw a game in there and see what happens.
Here's May in the air.
Did you see what I see? I didn't know.
Finds a seam down the
Let's
middle.
not expect all
And he is tagged right as he brings that one in. Solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
So, they go Star Wars
It's
too.
3rd and 3.
That's Chuck.
May looking to throw. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to be dropped down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They're set down from 37.
How can that be? All right, and rolling up the
They
spot.
bring Diggs in motion.
You know, like the spike ball.
Again, it's May.
And he's working
Feed it to his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks. It's not like that. It's just me back to preseason, my first preseason. When we had some QBs said, hey, Rob, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, things happen so fast, those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand, not two hands that got on the football.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And that keeps this a 16-point game. Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Completed over the middle. And he's hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Now we're gaming here.
Now Morgan to send it away.
Oh, this is a good game.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Oh, baby, turn off. Let's go. Oh, yes, let's go. We do have to say this.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
It's from 2005. Remember that thing.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's able to manage a couple on that run. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's also we talk about 49 megabytes of 3 bases. Yes, this is
They're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Oh my
Last pass
God.
unsuccessful. See what they do on 3rd down.
24, 2005. North American Real Estate.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Committing on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. The cover guys go shut it down.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
I want to watch Spider-Man 2, but I can't show you guys. I'll be sued for $250 billion. That's like 3 games. They're all low.
Now an inside game to Walker. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Donald looking to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. They're left facing 3rd and long. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Third and long. Here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
For some reason.
Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. That gives the Seahawks the first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch, moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot of nuts left here, but an amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Charbonnet now up the middle. Having gained up that handful there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
On
second down, a run with Charbonnet. Not much space available there. Maybe two. That brings up third down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Come on now, how cool is that?
He is on third and short. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Down Darnold, fourth down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, so that lengthy drive ends with nothing but turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. May now from the gun. He finds his running back, Henderson. They level up to about the 23-yard line of the play.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. To try to monitor where these running backs are. Chipping, are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Operating from the gun, here's May. The defender's there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked up by Julian Love.
Oh, God. I'm like, halfway through this song, and my wrist hurts so bad. I'm going to try to Super Mario YouTube. Pretty much. There it is. It's loading up. Let's go ahead and launch the game. Does that any save data on it? You know, we're all 6. That's huge. I'll try my best to continue to take off here, but I'll probably die. Get back. Oh, I know. I think the craziest part of this console is, you know, they made it for World 6. They played this DS like a fair bit of these games, too. It just makes the condition of this console. It makes the condition of this console all the more private. I'm not going to sit here and try every game in the private because they're so fun. But I will go ahead and try out this Game Boy Advance game. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. This is actually a really good game. Oh, yeah, it's loading up just fine. Oh my God, they played 30 hours in this game. They love Chain of Memories. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, I gotta say, we've done about $100 for all this, and 100% worth it. This DS is fantastic. All these games are amazing. And by the way, everything you see here will be for sale. Not my fault. Don't include that. Anyway, will be for sale on DareDevil.com, the website. We try to list a bunch of stuff you guys see videos. But if you do want to see the worst thing we've ever seen from Chocolate Wheel, that's an exaggeration. But it's pretty near. Look at this video right here. That video, maybe I'm home.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
How about the slide of 4?
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
On first down,
this is Charbonnet. Gets it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3.
Now, for everything you see in this video, I paid almost $900 for it, which is honestly probably too much, unless everything works. But we'll go ahead and check it out. Now, the PSP is very similar to the one I have personally. I got the PSP 2000, the good one back in the day. Pretty neat consoles for boxes. Actually, not in too bad of condition. Hope never see bad. Little Big Planet, Gran Turismo, Jack and Dexter. Good stuff here. And, yeah, the box is actually pretty solid condition. Now, opening it up, we got this little packet here with, I guess, manual stuff. Let's see. And yeah, so this one actually does have some inserts and manuals. That's actually neat. This quick start guide is still sealed. Pretty cool. We got, even got our charger here. We got a charger. Now, what I'm wondering is if this PSP console is actually the correct one for this box. first glance, pretty sure this box is supposed to be a 2,000. It's supposed to be 3,000.
Goodbye. Yes, sir. Waliega.
Can't do that much. Great box. I was close. Now I picked up the other one as well, which looks like a value pack. And when I pull it out of the box, it's bulging because they kept the bunch of this stuff pretty, which is awesome to see. My favorite thing packaging is you guys.
Alrighty.
This box.
Rivalry.
PSP being earbuds, that's pretty cool. We got just like easy earbuds. I've not seen this section before, but that's pretty neat, especially back in PSP days. We've also got a little PSP travel case for your console. We also have some manuals and a sample disc. Oh, that's cute. That's pretty neat. And then last but not least, we have a little strap. Looks like those video straps.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, let's go ahead and actually test out some of these. So here's the PSP value pack. We're just looking at it. Screen is not too bad. It's down.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead.
Guessing it has the power.
On the return, here's Nico Mejio. And the second is made as he gets it out to the 32.
All the wires are wrapped up perfectly. Factory, split it in, and I can see a light charging. See it flashing. That's all. I don't think I've ever seen a flash piece. Let me check. Turning on. I don't recall the charging like flashing. Pretty sure it's
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
The screen looks pretty good. Somebody has fixed. We got a picture of like
They go play action. It's Mahomes.
It's
intercepted on the first play of the game. The Seahawks are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
Excuse me. I'll say game or anything. Good stuff.
From the 4-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
And nickname is
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So the hurry up here. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Right side finds Cup. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's pretty neat. Video.
Give up the gut to Walker.
Video and music.
He stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Go quickly here.
It was truly
to Charbonnet. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. Mike McDonald with his eyes glued to this field. His offense lining up for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't get it from his hands. so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Should have been 7 if they tried to point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Inicio with the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You've got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They're going for it with Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. And he drives this right backward on a gain of 4.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And it's another quick hitter. He's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs tie it up late in the 1st. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that was scary, and he just made him pay.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the 1st. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-6 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Those are the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. He's stuck with it, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, bro. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane,
The one's complete right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Walker on first down. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks push their lead to 6. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Mihio with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Next 3 So going to System Input, but we are on System Software 6.2, and the nickname is P768, which is super creative. I don't know where that came from.
First and 10 from the 32.
Off
the play fake, it's Mahomes. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again.
You work.
Ernest Jones with the pick. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle.
But the good thing about this PC consoles, if you just pretty easy.
Might be a little bigger than the defensive backs. Might carry, a little more weight than their more agile teammates in coverage. But those backers can be just as dangerous when you're trying to throw that football.
Yeah, ball hawk is everybody. I mean, we even see defensive linemen when that ball gets tipped to go get it. Many of these linebackers today, they transition from safeties in college to linebackers because this game requires you to run sideline to sideline. And then when you can pick it and pick 6 it, you become one of the better linebackers in the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Mihio with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I saw this as well. In the NFL, you've thrown the coverage too many times, you'll be more interceptions.
Gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. You set it down for him. It starts at the 38. First and 10, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. That tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. Creates space to take that shot downfield.
Watch down the pocket. Gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Sets them up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Yellow.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook. Wide open.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making a one-score game before halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Andy Reid sending in that call quick. They are going for two. Another throw from Mahomes. Has it at the 2. And he's taken that at the 2. He can't find a way into the end zone. And the conversion attempt failed. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Running is Walker. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Now Seattle going to call his second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Donald. That's completed right side. He is stopped as he reaches that 26-yard line. Working quickly here. Walker now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense up to the line fast. The gun. Here's Donald. For big yards on the right side. And after making a catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. Now the Seahawks have to spend their 3rd final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Darnold. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Donald to throw. Complete out to the right. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Seahawks bump the lead up to 13 points. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Mikio with the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
All right, so there we go. We're probably good up every car situation space. And it's just like, so it's the end of the video. All right, so bugs are working. It's going to actually pretty fun. I do have to beat it.
One last play before the break. Final throw before the break. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
This one's working pretty well. Once I got getting kind of church. Just going to go on to the next video. See that. And just one more thing here. You guys remember this? Here's this. I think they did this for expansion for some potential accessory, but I don't think they ever used it. Let me know if anything else about that.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
All right, so let's say talk for like 15 minutes. Maybe hopefully have
Shaheed now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. He's descended upon quickly and drops after a second-yard gain. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Last run, not a lot of help. 9 to go now on second down. Staying with Walker. Second down run, good for 4. Brings up third down. Offense in the hurry up here. Settled with it on third and short.
So
He had it for a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Cup. And it leaves them with 4th and 5. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
PS1 game on a PSP and PSP games on PS2s.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold.
Okay.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play.
The game is working. I want to go back and see if we can figure out a few more details about this person's user settings. All right, first of all,
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Rolling out to his left. He takes it himself.
See there.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
Yes, not
No red zone now.
being the verifications that works. That
Number 5, Xavier Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs got the second half with some needed points. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
Nothing too crazy. Nothing.
All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building is clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth. It's up to the defense to make it stop and give them a chance.
Just checking the system at geometry rules.
Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
It felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again, not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
His efforts to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Okay, so last four teams.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Team was also last played.
Going wide receiver run to start this series.
It's just going to be easy. Also,
Down the left sideline.
I assume this person last played kind of crazy. It's
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks hold an 11-point advantage. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yeah, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. Defense, they have him ready to go. They're ready to run him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Well, they were just one away from the strikeout, Brock, but their third attempt finally nets them a 2-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
Lucio with the return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. You set it down for him from the 31. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. It's textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. It creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Connects on the crosser. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. That's a Chiefs first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there. This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Got a free game, but there's no pictures.
Hey, Sunday.
Okay,
Throw it again, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Nick.
You could fix a temporary fix, but you got to fix it all.
Heck yeah. 2-0, boys. 2-0, my guy. Heck yeah, good night. Heck yeah. Woo! Hitting my marks. Heck freaking yeah. Wally is hot. Yes, he is. All right. Let's do 2-0.
You can see that the last one online was 2013. So it's pretty much like India Live was 7 in 2013 at the Gold Group. It's funny to see. But going back to the Kmart thing, I think it's funny because I actually posted on my community tab like less than a week ago about buying GTA 5 from Kmart back in 2013. I just thought that was kind of funny. Let's go check out the other group house. There's no way. I just put it up Asian Pride.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now, we'll be holding interviews next week, so if you are interested, please hit to Jacob Hall. So next up we have a PS3 Slim and Surprise. That's all for the defense. I was going to boot it up and see what guys, Surprise, all the way to back to reset. And everything is with the button.
May going to throw right away. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back to make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing here is May. He's got to complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It looks like they'll move things around here. To the air, May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. Down to the 10. And take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Patriots march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's able to ball forward just to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Dangerous Hunts 2011. Random game play. Oh, okay, so we got history on this page. So this person probably transferred to VU stuff on June 1st, 2013.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check. And the record they're doing in the game.
23 yards on the play.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now, one thing about the classic games is I think a lot of them would actually have to be classic chore. If I remember correctly, so let's go ahead and check on this stuff.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him, that good for 11.
Well,
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding what defenders are.
We talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
I can't. Liberty game.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2. One up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to move it away.
The next games.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Considering what the other profiles have, this is better. But then 5 minutes. Come on, man. You got the name Little Daddy 360, and you don't have a message on your profile. Like, what's that? All right, so again, working at Torch Responsible List on the website. That goes, check it out. And
try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
So next
we're going to throw May. That's complete. Trevion Henderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yes, it is working. Not staying up at all. I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I would follow Chris and dish track more for your straight line relationship with wrong. And you buy with me with the working dish track for like.
So quickly, all the way up at the 40-yard line. Douglas, the man in motion.
All right, apparently we just never play because there's no data on it at all. We keep it safe. So there's actually a lot of state data here.
From the gun, it's May. Gas man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Ding, 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 ding.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, it's May. He's got the ball for Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs, 40 yards. And the Patriots have regained the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
The extra point now for Borregales.
He said to with Black Ops 2 last game played, played 3.
And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game.
2017. Yeah, that's the fact that PS1 2017 Screw 360 on PS4, which is a lot. Dark Souls, Bruce, GTA 5. You can't play 360 on GTA 5. And the first game you ever played here with Ultimate.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
And so serious. We got a lot of footballs here. This kid so good here too.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
168.
23-yard line.
This is all the way at one. Step up and do something. I got those hands. These are gold.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are probably defensive back with a physical reaction. Watching what's happening with give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He makes up for these guys. On first and 10, it's Chardonnay.
And space tough to come by there, so get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. And they'll let Cup run on the end around. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I'd say it right. That's a PS3. I don't know why I don't have gloves on right now. It's like rocket hit. Wow, this thing is just covered.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So between what we just saw and what we're looking at now, you can see why the 360 is having issues. You can see just like inside, filthy all along the rails, both sides. And then I would imagine these pumps right here are probably the main culprit for why this console is having 83 games. So I haven't checked this thing up now. We'll finish
Here's 3rd and 9.
Things we can do this demonstration here, but this one I'm going to do now. I'm going to place the man.
Here's Darnold. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Run it in here. This game along. This so real. That's place now. You can see it's one of the nicest food that. Next thing we're gonna do is
Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. He's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out.
And he's in. Touchdown. Trevion Henderson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. The defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 21-8.
3 hours, 3 sports, and about an hour. And that was it. Of course, next up we're going to see with knees here. We've got a few solid numbers. We've got David, Donna, Leslie. These are like normal meetings. Normal people with normal names. Okay.
Andy Borregales to kick off
Let's see, we
opening
got the resports. And yeah, so next up, we have Black Beats at a full secret on top, very stretched.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
Actually, that's the back button. We'll go this next step.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There's no record of this play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a hand off to Charbonnet. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
To throw is John. They'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Pass taken by his good tight end. And he'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Walker now at 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Darnold. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Darnold. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more. But I established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. Again, they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Off the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Darnold down to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On the 39, here's the 2nd and 5. Up the middle they run, it's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it's just a matter of time until it popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They did a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
It's wrong, man. I can't describe something, but
the Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Seahawks.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that gets the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 19.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the
tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's May. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the shotgun, it's May. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Douglas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. First time that looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Throwing here is May. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Keyshawn Butte, 41 yards. And the Pats will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. For Gallus now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
19. Andy Morgan to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Darnold wants to change it up. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Yeah, he got 61 at safety, sure enough, background linebacker 12.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Off the play action, Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now they'll bring up third down.
Now the next one we have.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got a man. It's his tight end. It's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I guess that's where they put the prisoners after they serve their sentence. I don't know, man. And next time we get
to the air, May. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter, you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, May with it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Yes, got Sam. Here, I got Sam Miranda, Nick Whitehead, Jason. Nice. Yep. It's class. That's just a class here. We also got the chat.
2nd and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that kick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
This is 1st and 10.
Young lady. Go set.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
25 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run again.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Okay, it's got 5 the score. He's got the full chain thing. Nice. That's the no problem. I'll should have plays. Plays 10 first off. I mean, okay, he's got 2 so I got this feeling they basically had a really old receiver.
So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check out the next one.
The extra point now for Borregales. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Also, let's create a simplification there. Let's look at games here. You got 13 in the win, point against HD. Chief are 2. Also, not you always have that up here. This can go off. It is from that.
Wow.
And yeah, that's special.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
Here's Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And 3 at the 24-yard line.
Thanks,
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too, so being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right, right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
It's resign. We've got to back this.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As they stop them with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward to protect the goal. Down to the 10. The way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 44 yards. And the Patriots have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Patriots will line up for a 2-point.
May going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He gets the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Darnold. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards.
One last throw now for Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
So apparently, nobody can't sign in unless you got to be good. Oh, look, and great. Now listen to, and no, finally, I signed in the Gina's profile. Gina did. 35 cameras. Cool. Now it says PK 5. Wait, what was the point of? I'm not sure anything on my game cameras. Well, I'm so confused. You guys slowing down by 2 the Xbox. You guys could have probably just accepted this trade, see that it was no. Dude, Xbox won't read a game on first try. Oh, let's go. Take all day with all that. I would say that. And also checking the console info, you can see it says 2023 here. So it almost seems like they last updated this console 2023, which means this console had been and called up. But guys, we're doing this Xbox. Let me show you the next thing I'm going to do. That's I'm going to hop over to the profiles here. You guys see every single profile on an Xbox to an email address. So I'm going to take every single email address, email the people who go over their Xbox and say, hey, I have your Xbox One, and just see if they care, see if they tell me where it's came from. I don't know. If I hear back home, it's like here. If not, guys, just go ahead and on all that local sale. So I emailed the profile to Xbox One, and I actually did hear back from somebody named Gabe. He said, I believe I sold that at a yard sale. Please back to me saying, thank you for letting me know. So it's just kind of funny how these consoles, like the roots of these consoles appear. Like I got he sold it to a yard sale. So there's somebody in between there. Got the yard sale, Goodwill, just to find and everything. But yeah, they have a big console. Excuse me, big box. Might not be a console, and it's pretty light. Let's open it up and find it. And yep, we just got 2 controllers. We have a smashed sports manual, a nunchucks, random recharge batteries, and then wow, a manual is permanently this destination. Great. Awesome. Yeah. Like that, remember we have Super Live Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Make sure to be
We never usually own. All right, we're going to play one more.
It looks like, to me, it looks like this metal piece cuts down on a bunch of contacts in the middle of this.
Just a minute, and we'll maybe play one more. All right, I lost one. Okay. We're going to do one more game. Well, we're going to do some light rain this time.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go in the rain here in Seattle. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. He'll push forward for about a yard. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. Here's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle.
Yeah, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling. So early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away, and just like that, the lead is 8-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Smith. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Reek Woolen brings him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Burden, the man on the move. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And he will score. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears.
Touchdown Bears.
Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
Corey Horton now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. He'll get about 2. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
A gain of 2.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. This is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ladies,
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards. Now Walker. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It is uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead.
no gain on the play. It's 4th down.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal.
42-yard
This a 42-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The pick is good. And the Seahawks will extend their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Burton, the man on the move. They'll go play action here with Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Chicago.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second and 10. A run here with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. A tough spot. Third and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Oh, my God, that is just a heartbreaker here, Mike. I mean, from this distance, he does everything right. It's on target. It just runs out of steam a little bit at the end. Gets denied by the crossbar. That
And he was tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down mark. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he will have the Seahawks first down. Able to convert. It's third and short, and they pick up 4.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold. A coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and takes the ball away.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, third and 5. On the handoff, this is Walker.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with it.
He's hit after the catch of the ball. Comes free. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, they gave up the first down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. A play fake. Now Williams looking down the field there. It falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that will lead to a second down. So put Loveland in motion. Throwing on second down. Williams. That's to the Michigan man, Poston Loveland. He will all the way. Poston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he's up past the 35. The first down. Put him down at the 37. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice game, though, on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 for Tucker. Here's a handoff to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Third and short yardage, and here's Garner. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down. Gives to Charbonnet, and he will slosh his way forward on the way surface 13 of the yard. Here's Charbonnet. That's not pushed forward and wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Montez Sweat, they're on the tackle.
It's really clean. There's like one finger spot on it, but that is perfect. And do something like see. So now this couple is really easy because the couple is and the next thing that's
they'll run right. Here's Walker. And he'll take this one in. Here's Walker. Touchdown Seattle. His second TD of the game. This one gives his team the lead.
And yeah, I think
nice standout performance early on this one. His second rushing touchdown of the game.
It's so nice, Mike. They just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now we'll get a 2-point try here. Darnold has the offense lined up. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25, right about the 28-yard line.
Presumably, if we ever connected this call for internet, and we finish that dashboard, but apparently, actually come back on the board dashboard, and this person just never connected to the internet. So, this is
on first and 10, it's Williams. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now, timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds into the break. Williams gonna look to throw it on first down. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Bears will tie this game up here late in the first half.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us here in this first half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Here's Walker. He's to the 10. And he's got another one. And it's Walker.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, clear line to the end zone. He doesn't get touched. An unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will go up by 7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Smith. He's back to the original line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work to the defender's body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Roll for Doomsday, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one's down the field, but lined up incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
A handoff here to start the drive. This will end up being a reverse. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Straight ahead. It's Walker. Taking our defender. Pick up.
Anyway,
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Corner, the tight end. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the ground to 12. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, Charbonnet. And he's going to get him a first down here. Across midfield down to the 45.
Yes, the game video right now.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Arnold. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Quickly, one more play in this third quarter. 3rd and 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Okay, it's immediately last game.
Darnold now to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. He's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
5-2-2-9-2. Race CR also, and not much here. It's been I mean, all right, so perfect play for the Skyers. You call it 3, left for dead 2, 1 on the day. It's perfect to be a bit of the man. All right, so both Salsa and Race CR going to play left for dead 1.
They'll go down to a knee. Second and 11. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Let's give to Charbonnet heading left.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Oh, the defense beats him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. They'll run for it with Charbonnet. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Zach Charbonnet. Touchdown, Seattle. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had. You call yourself back in it.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. In motion, it's a Dunze. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one completes to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. So time becoming a factor, down 2 scores. They do have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warnings to work with. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down. They'll drop the throw.
In these critical moments of the game, like, you always turn to your best players. And that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but
Madden 13, so yeah, it's my first game. It's been from 2013, so over 2017, 2018, like I said.
3-1. Ooh, I didn't think I was going to win that one. Ooh, man, I did not think I was going to win that one at all. Ooh, that was scary. This how he was. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm 7,400 in the world. That sucks. Oh, well. All right, last one of the night. Let's get this party started in here. Let's get it started in here.
We have 2 weeks left, and they both are making compatible by weeks. First one, when I see parts, we check that's fine. Second, actually, both pretty clean for me. Start so I see part there. Just gonna plug in the first one. These are 1, and set the game. It's actually worth less than these sports, but we didn't probably see a different game. This one was a big beat up, but it looks like mostly sluggish, not strengths or anything. So I'm going to put that in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers kicking off for Seattle.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers as a set to get started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
This person really brings down everything.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out right away. And it's brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
And all the previous videos, practice the talk about the offense. Like I think you're going to be focused on more in the Division X Part 260. I'm not sure with future videos, but guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Get over $1,000. What's the cost? In this video, we're going to test.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Terrific return. He's taken down.
Let's look at now. Hold on a second. I don't know how I missed this, but the entire corner of the PS3 is warped. So, all right, that will plug in. Turn on light. Your game inside. There it is, guys. Turn it on. And immediately we get yellow like that. Not surprised. Basically, what I'm doing is really breaking calls and putting it to the side. In this series, the hand call. Move on to next. So next time we'll test out the next one. This is one, won't be still in the set. Let's plug in. So it goes. Plug in. Come on, that light. You get a free game. Yes, Black Ops 2. Not too bad. $15 game. Plus it costs. This profile. Most game. Auto boots. Getting back to next. First up here we got Chase. Next up is Chase is blonde. We got the JC King Hartwell Sweetly Sugar 97.
Shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short. To throw is Darnold. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. 15 yards through the air. First down, Seattle.
And then
Gain of 15 yards. And the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run here with Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks.
Skate 3 and 2 later. I should know this guy was skating, but I'm just telling him. He's going to skate 3 see. Oh, yeah, it's just nothing clean. Slacks. Looks pretty smart to his profile pic there. Check out the skater. This guy. He's got Chase. Imran. PH 1000. DDDR.
First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. They'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. Second and goal. Now Darnold. And he's in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown Seahawks.
They were born in 2017. Batman Arkham City and 2014 game. Also, should have one for 10. Most game for 9,000 here.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point.
16. That was the last game against both of us.
His kick is good. And the Seahawks will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter.
It's also it's good to get that 258 bar drop. 3 games over 3 games. That's also good. It goes down low person. And it's which is very beat up these days.
Jason Myers.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Yes.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40. In motion comes Andrew. Jackson now to throw on first down. Here down the field. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's pressured out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down. He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He runs with it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game. And this one gives his team the lead. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. All of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
We got the game inside. Let's go ahead and kick.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. Up at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Eddie Buchanan is there on the tackle.
4 yards on the
Once again, it's Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and We're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. It's complete. He's got and he's going to get the Seahawks first down as this defense too loose there. Even 19 on fourth down. Right up the middle, it's Walker. He'll manage only a quarter. Draymond Jones able to bring him down. Second down, Walker, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Throwing on third down is Darnold. Bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time runs out in the third quarter. We are through one. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
Let's go ahead and explore the rest of this week.
Raven football quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with first and 10. Forward. Jackson now. Out to his right. He keeps it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Somebody told me
Lamar, good work from the prison. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and 10. It's second down and 12. Escaping to his left. That's Derrick Henry. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. It's a give. Getting right. It's Henry. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on third down. Now Seattle's going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
If it works, it works. Not making this sound. What a game was. All right, I will take it. Up and up. That's the feeling.
He'll run the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Baltimore. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
It makes the score Ravens 22, Seahawks 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this.
We go set.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground is Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Darnold to throw on first down. Cross, it's incomplete. He did get the pass out, but he got drilled before he let it go. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive.
A.J. Barner, touchdown Seattle. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
To throw again is Darnold. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Baltimore. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Rolling right. He'll run again. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. Jackson. There he goes again. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Now Jackson moving to his right. He'll take off again. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now it's Jackson. Forced out wide. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's Henry. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal. Jackson. No chance at all. He'll go down. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays out.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down.
Unreal. I shouldn't be surprised. Dude, the number of games on recalls is just ridiculously high. And now the same with last week, we get all the standard channels. It's just each having to see these folks get enough. What? Heather made by it's just one after another. They're so similar. Like, trust me, guys, when I think this ball struck, they were like this ball on top of the line.
Of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys were all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? Inside the 30. And he will score. Now point after drop from Myers. Will even the score here in the third.
Underneath there, we have
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff.
Oh boy.
This one fielded at the 15. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
I don't know. I think it's so and yeah, underneath, you guys can see
off the play pick. He'll look to throw. Off he goes. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to start this inside the 25. It's another big play in a game that had its share. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, Jackson. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel. There's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass. And they take advantage of it in the big game downfield.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's into the end zone yet again. Lamar Jackson, touchdown Ravens. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown break. There are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that great smooth play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that will continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think he should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal line.
Shaheed now to return it. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And it brings us to about the 25. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. He'll be blocked outside the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Charbonnet. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost the yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse.
Mike, you want to convert on 3rd down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker, whether it's at catching passes like he's used to or working as a runner instead.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And pick up 3, maybe 4. Buchanan, they're on the tackle.
Considering the weak dudes in like 4 yards.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for a yard, down to the 40 minutes. Teddy Buchanan, they're on the tackle. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Garner. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Garner. He's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pretty dang reliable. You never know. Oh, it is loading up. See? Oh, why are you so slow? Try to get him going. Game down.
Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And it's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you look through your lead and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves ball.
And overall, it looks like everything. So
it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Now a return coming from the 14. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Just the amount of scratches and bubble wrap marks. The bubble wrap marks are like deeply embedded into the contract. Those don't look like a couple.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Losing up. Plus one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rolling to the left. Goodbye for Bateman. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he's going to get first down, taking this one out the 40-yard line. Give to Charbonnet, heading right. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ground, Charbonnet. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the left snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Another try, 2nd and 10. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes 2nd down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and you can see here, they executed at the offensive line and get some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do this. So they decided to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This is short kick, returnable from the 13. He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. They'll drop to throw. Pulled in by Henry. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, you should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That is going to be in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and with great awareness meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. Into the hands of his tight end, Garner. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll complete it to Barner.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come up the side of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold to the air once more. Throughout another catch for his favorite target. Here's 1st and 10. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. This kick is good, and it's celebration time. And what?
Yeah. Woo. That was close. Heck yeah. That was freaking awesome. What a freaking comeback. Woo! Heck yeah. All right, guys. I have got to get ready to go to bed. Just need to check something. I'm at 22. And now I just moved up a bunch. Heck yeah. So happy I moved up. All right, guys. See you later next time. See you maybe tomorrow, late tomorrow night. I'm not too sure. I don't know who is friend requesting me. Oh, it's all right. So, just want to tell everybody good night. Thanks for stopping in. You know who you are. Appreciate it all. Adios, amigos. See you later. Capiche? Do not forget, Friday night, we got a show for you. It might be 2 cast members. It might be 2 people. But we're still planning to do the show Friday night. We're just going to play it by ear, but we might even have a special guest Friday. Haven't decided yet. But see you later. Too sweet. Adios, amigos. See ya.